Okay, so we've got a feeble mind video right here. And I have been hearing for, I think, a few days about feeble mind saying something about a video that was going to appear. So I bet this is that video. So it's only 2 hours old. I'm going to probably schedule it for a couple days in the future. So Sunday or Monday is when it should appear. And let's go in. Okay, so let's rewind. And you got to remember, feeble mind is not a VTuber. Feeble mind is a PNG tuber. You got to remember it. Okay, so, and let's make it big and rewind. Oh, I won't let me rewind. Okay, come on, come on. There we go. Okay.
Voices pile up without direction. Opinions repeat louder with time. Facts skewed into bad faith takes noise laid on top of noise, circling each other without a break. Then one gold eye opens. He doesn't try to quiet the room. He listens for what keeps getting skipped. Patterns surface when no one's posing, and not every voice deserves the time.
Yeah, so I'm pausing now. I really like the music, very good music. And the lyrics, I like the way that he put the lyrics on in a very visually appealing way so that I don't have to mess with closed captioning, which is often full of errors. On some videos, it's great. Some videos, it's full of errors for some reason. But he's got the lyrics right here. So easy to read, easy to understand, and they look spectacular. I mean, look at the way these lyrics themselves are animated, and they're part of the visual experience. So I really like this technical aspect of this video. And I wouldn't necessarily like this technique on other videos. Like if there was a lot of animation in this video and the artistic, captions were covering up a bunch of animation that I was trying to see clearly. In a case like that, I would not like it. But in this case, where he is animated, but just it's minimal animation, it's not covering up stuff that I want to see because I have plenty of time to look at each aspect of what's going on. It's just a little bit of animation, and the closed captioning, the subtitles are not covering up what I want to see. There's spaces between the words when I can see what's going on with the animation, so it's not covering it up. So I think this is a creative choice here that I like. As far as the lyrics themselves, I'm pretty sure it's about online discourse and how it has become very toxic, especially in the last 10 years. So 2016 to 2026, which is now, but also the past 15 years or so, around 2010, it was already getting a lot more toxic than normal. And debate becomes something that is not done in good faith. It becomes more like a shouting match than a true contest of logic rules get thrown out, and then facts, people aren't really interested in figuring out what the facts are as much as they're interested in finding facts that will support their view, and all sorts of other things like that are going on. So I think that's what the lyrics are about in general. And he might be referring to more specific things as well. But as far as what I can definitely see from the lyrics, it's a lot of general things that have been happening worse and worse and worse. And it's very sad, because I do want people to get along and to be peaceful. I mean, you don't have to agree. You don't have to agree, but being peaceful is very important. And not being toxic with your words is also very important. Even if your actions are peaceful, if your words are very toxic, full of lies and trickery and things like that, that is a bad thing. And okay, so let's stop rambling and start listening.
Rules drawn from single mistakes, stories stretched until they fit. If that's how truth worked, objectivity would be dead. Truth doesn't negotiate, it doesn't bend for the crowd. Say it softer, say it loud. It doesn't change, it's non-negotiable. Sex sells, he's not blind to that. Fox girls pull views and he gets why he likes what they stand for. Still he names the pull for what it is. He doesn't call it strength, he calls it faith. A rule that doesn't break already spoke. Truth doesn't negotiate, like it doesn't.
Okay, so I didn't really want to pause it. I wanted to let a bunch of it play again, so I'm not always interrupting it. But yeah, the stuff about over sexualized attention farming online, I've heard him complain about stuff like that before. And that doesn't necessarily mean that he's complaining about, every VTuber with an attractive model. But he's seen a bunch of stuff. I've heard him talk about some of the stuff he's seen. And yeah, it does sound like stuff to be concerned about. So, and then this other stuff that it keeps talking about, truth does not negotiate. And that is something that a lot of people forget. The way that debate has been going, a lot of people think that truth is very bendable. And think about, what did you eat for breakfast this morning? If what you ate for breakfast was oatmeal, and someone says, well, you should have had eggs for breakfast, that doesn't change the fact that what you did eat was oatmeal. The fact that you ate oatmeal for breakfast is completely non-negotiable. It's the truth. It's the past. That's the way it happened. And no matter how much people try to negotiate the truth, it remains static. Now, people might not know the truth. Maybe, you're talking about what did you eat for breakfast 1 year ago, and maybe you've remembered it wrong. Maybe you can't remember what it was. But The reality of what happened doesn't change just because you remember it wrong or someone else convinces you that it was something other than oatmeal that you ate. It doesn't change. It's just a simple fact. And no matter how people's perception changes, no matter how the way people debate changes, there are facts that don't change. And some of those facts are not necessarily knowable, but that doesn't change the fact that they exist and they are static. Okay, so let's keep going.
Like it doesn't bend for the crowd. Say it softer, say it loud. It doesn't change, it's non-negotiable. Another stream begins. The work continues. Hashimoto.
Okay, so I did not understand the Japanese at the very end. Let's see, what is that? Okay, let me try to use I'm using the less than and greater than keys on the keyboard to go one frame at a time because this is very close to the end, and if I actually get to the exact end, it's just gonna stop. And okay, so this, whatever this means, let's see in the description if it tells me what it means. Oh, the reflection is purposely off because Grok never wants to put my eye patch on the correct eye. So this is like 3 different versions of me in the void. No one caught it yet, so spoiler. So that is interesting. Okay, so, and then there's the lyrics, and it does not give a translation for that. Probably someone in the comments caught it. Let's see. Not that I see so far. Okay, so I will try to figure out what this is and put a translation of that in my description at the very bottom so that you don't see it accidentally. Oh, and I keep forgetting to do this. Let me do this. Okay, so feeblemind, he is a good guy. And don't agree with him on everything, but you shouldn't have to agree. Oh, my cat's trying to climb on the microphone. Don't agree with him on everything, but you should not have to agree on people with everything in order to get along and to want to be in their presence. Okay, so, and that's everything? Yes, that is everything. I did the thumbs up and all that. Okay. So that is the end of it. That was a cool video and I enjoyed it.